Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. All right, we sound good. This one's titled McDonald's is posting big sales decline as customers boycott. Bum, bum, bum. This one's by Michael Bordenaro. Should be a gay old time.
Last year on my channel, we talked quite a bit about McDonald's and a lot of the problems with the fast food industry slowing down as people have stopped seeing the value in it. And McDonald's has gone to great lengths to try to bring customers back into the store by creating the $5 meal deal in June of 2024 that was only supposed to last a month and has now been extended indefinitely, along with offering exclusive deals that you can only get through the app. And even that still hasn't been enough to bring business back for McDonald's because people...
Because the $5 meal deal, dude. Whatever happened to the dollar menu? That's what I want to know. Remember the Happy Meal? I think it kind of just maybe makes people sad and fat now. The Happy Meal. No, what I mean is like, You go to McDonald's, right, Nestor?
Yeah, I went last night.
You're an asshole. You used the app, didn't you?
Yeah.
You piece of shit. But what's with the app? Like, tell me, for real. Like, what's with the, like, is that the only way you get a discount?
They got good deals, and they're like, for example, yesterday was free fries Friday.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but you can only get free fries using the app, so... I know, man. I got to get better.
But here's the thing: is I don't think people are like actually just boycotting it like that. Like I think people still go there, but it's way off. Do you guys remember when they used to do like it was like 55-cent hamburgers on Wednesdays, like a random Wednesday in the month, or maybe it was only once a year, but I don't know. See, I harp on fast food a lot, but it's not because I didn't like Gordita Crunches, right? Or like, I didn't like the Chalupa Supreme, which obviously I did because I keep referring to Taco Bell. But like, I just pick my battles now. Like, I'd much rather smoke a cigarette than go eat at McDonald's. But that's me. I'm picking my battles. Anyways, back to Michael Bordenaro from downtown.
People just seem to be boycotting it still altogether.
Free Fry Fridays. Piece of shit.
During the first quarter of 2025, McDonald's U.S. comparable sales decreased by 3.6% year over year, according to its latest earnings report. And this dip in sales contributed to the fast food chain facing a 3% decline in its operating income, which is its profit after paying operating expenses. So a 3% decline in profit might not sound like much, but for a big corporate giant like McDonald's, that translates into billions of dollars. And the reason I like talking about McDonald's...
Yo, Nestor, do me a favor. Look up how much money in profit does McDonald's make a year and then get back to me.
Is not because I care so much about what happens to them as a company or fast food in general. I don't even eat that stuff. But I think it's important to track it as another indicator of where the economy is headed and consumer spending trends. What are people doing with their money? Ultimately, I think that's one of the most important things to keep an eye on because it shows you how people feel about money, and where they spend their money is key to what people find valuable and what they don't. On the earnings call in...
Something I want to say, though, real fast, like, I noticed that, like, when I was younger... Well, when you're young, you just don't care, right? Who gives a fuck? But what I mean is like, when I literally had no money, and I was just always like, get paid, this is going to last me till probably not even next payday, I seem to spend money more. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think that's like McDonald's #1 demographic. Like I don't go to McDonald's. I don't eat fast food. Neither, like, some of my friends do, but not really. Like, I've noticed, like, the more money I make, I don't know if people are actually boycotting. I was just thinking that, though, like, because he said, how are people spending their money? I'm like, it's real easy to just spend it all when it's like, well, fuck it, you know? What am I going to do, save $20? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, am I tripping? I'm just throwing that out there. But, like, actually, I'm probably the only one out of all of my friends that doesn't eat fast food.
Yeah, I've never seen you grab it or.
Like, I'd rather have a Coke at a restaurant. You know, like I pick my battles, right? Like, I haven't made the healthiest choices in my life, but I think a big part of it is like the health conscious thing. But at the same time, I don't think so. Like, even all my friends, not one person, including Nestor's fuck ass, doesn't like, oh, I'm like, it's so bad for you. No, they still fucking eat it. Like, I get it. I understand. You know, I had a Pepsi the other night. No, not a Pepsi. Pepsi sucks.
But to your question, McDonald's gross profit in 2025 was 14.8 billion, and in 2024, the year before, it was 14.7 billion.
0.7 billion. So what's 3%? What's a 3% loss on $14 billion? Hold on, I gotta find this out real quick. What's a 3% loss? 14. I don't even think I could do 14 billion on this on my phone. Times 0.03. That's a $420 million loss. Losers. Just throwing that out there. That's crazy.
In May, McDonald's CEO Chris Kazimski, he said that macroeconomic uncertainty and pressures such as inflation are weighing on the consumer, and that has impacted sales more than the company expected, which is only half true. That is half of the story. I did a video about inflation the other day talking about just how bad it is right now. And yeah, I saw some of the comments in that video too. People saying, oh, things are great. You know, inflation's not nearly as bad as it was back in 2022. Michael, it's been coming down.
Things are great. McDonald's has a $5 meal deal now. It used to be 50 cents for a cheeseburger. Just throwing that out there. Or at least they had a special. Free Fry Fridays. Classic.
Well, it still hasn't hit the 2% target. Core inflation still near 3%, and 2% supposedly the goal, which looks like we may never reach. And the latest inflation report has shown the price is starting to go back up. So yes, inflation is definitely part of the equation, but it's not the only part of the equation. The other part of it, of course, is value, because that's something that fast food restaurants used to offer that a lot of people don't feel that they do anymore. The value for what you get for the money just isn't there anymore. Now, they've made attempts to change that, like I said, with the $5 meal deal and things like that, but apparently it's not enough, you know, because people don't like to get burnt. McDonald's and many other fast food companies already raised their prices pretty significantly before they came out with these deals and thought that consumers were just going to eat it, literally, but they didn't. So then they had to come up with these deals to try to get people back in, and it did work initially a little bit, but clearly it's not working to the level that they were hoping for. And so this is...
I honestly think fast food's going to be just fine. Like, we were talking about this the other day, you know, like when people, like they prefer the fake pizza.
Yeah,
like some people,
kids.
They prefer, like younger kids even, they prefer the fake pizza like Papa John's or Domino's over like a nice little New York spot, mom and pop joint. So I think fast food's always going to be pretty chill. People like fake food. I get it. You know, I've had Doritos. I'm just saying I think it's more of the health conscious thing. A lot of people are just kind of like done with it because that's why I don't eat it. But then again, to be fair, most people I know, they're still picking up Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Once they got rid of that Taco Bell dog, the Toquito Taco Bell guy,
yeah,
I was done with them.
Yeah.
I said, you got rid of the Chihuahua? I'm out. All right, here we go. All right. How much of us headed to the comment section? We're doing it right now. Here's a letter I sent to McDonald's Corporation. No, shut the fuck up. My family and I stopped at McDonald's in California. Walking in felt like entering a lifeless gay boy cafeteria. It was cold, empty, unwelcoming. There was no one at the cash register because there. Okay, well, let's just slow down real quick. Hold on. Let's really talk about this. If you worked at McDonald's, the current one now, no ball pit, no color, right? You got to explain to people. Nonstop, you're hearing, this is what you hear every single day. How much? $7 every day. You just work there. Let's be honest.
I never thought about that. That's got to be so annoying.
Dude, if I worked at McDonald's and you're young too, you're like 17, and someone's like, $8.50, they start getting at you, and you're just sitting there in this soulless box. You're like, bro, I'm just trying to get some money to have some fun on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I'm just saying, of course. Once they got rid of the fucking ball pit, dude, game over. Game over. I stopped going there. That's how I like to eat my food, in the ball pit. Okay, who wants to spend $30 for shit food? I'm going to say a lot of people. One of my dear friends, I'm not going to call him out right now, but if he's watching this, you know who you are. You're young. You're 10 years younger than me. He loves fake food. Yeah. He just loves fake food. I could take him to a fancy ass restaurant with bomb ass food. He goes, yeah, give me the cheeseburger. Well done. No vegetables, nothing. He won't even try remember we had that tuna tartare?
Yeah.
Oh, never. He would never. I'm just saying, a lot of people like that kind of fake food, Chili's kind of deal. Fast food did themselves in by becoming worse and way too expensive. I still think people are going to eat there. They're still rocking and rolling. As a retired drunken sailor of 20 years, I always quit spending when I ran out of money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. You kind of can't spend the money if you don't have it. Well, thank God for credit cards. They need to do a McDonald's credit card. That's how we solve the situation. How many people would sign up for that? That's what I want to know. Okay, it's not a boycott. They're effing prices. They effing price the middle class out. We don't have the money to waste on junk food. Yeah, I'm going to call bullshit. Nestor, we've gone to a couple nice restaurants recently.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people there.
Packed and jumping.
Lot of people. And half of them, I would say, probably still go to McDonald's, judging by the size of them. They always get that super size me, you know what I mean? All right. People realizing their biggest wealth is their health. Eating McDonald's is like eating from a trash can. All right. I'm going to leave the rest of this down below. Michael Bordenaro from downtown. I'm just going to go ahead and say, someone like me, like, I'm not the healthiest dude there is. Like, I still fuck around. I'll have a soda or I'll have pizza, but it'll be from like a nice pizza place. Doesn't mean it's any better. It's still just a shit ton of cheese, right? You know, I think it's just kind of picking and choosing their battles. I don't think, I know the health conscious thing is like big, but you still see these people out there. I don't think the health conscious thing is as big as they say it is. Just so I want to get you involved in this too. I'm just saying, the day I see less fat people walking around, then I'll be like, you know, maybe people are getting hip to this. Yeah. You know, when you start seeing McDonald's close down, literally, and Taco Bell's, all that stuff, I get it. Arby's has been closing down, but come on. They didn't have the beef. No one's going to fucking Arby's. I'm just saying.
Dude, now that you mention it, I've never seen a McDonald's close down in my lifetime.
Never.
That's crazy. But Burger King's, Taco Bell's, you see them come and go. KFC's come and go.
McDonald's reigns supreme. And honestly, I'm going to say this joke for the last time. Take this home with you. Last time I had a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. I'm not kidding you. I bit into it. I blacked out. And I woke up the next day back in the same parking lot biting into a new double cheeseburger. And don't get me started on their Coca-Colas. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Anyways, hell of a talk. I'm just saying, you guys know it's true. That shit it gets you hooked. I ain't kidding. Nestor's going to go there later. Watch.